I'm Kelli Brown. I'm the Chancellor here at Western Carolina University, and I've been here since July 1st, 2019. My life before COVID-19 probably was somewhat similar to my life today in the fact that every day was very different. But now, rather than all the face-to-face meetings and me going places, now they're on Zoom. So that's been the biggest change, as well as any interactions with people. So all the meetings that I used to have, all the recognition ceremonies, all those things used to be face-to-face, and now they're on Zoom. And so what I'm doing hasn't necessarily changed, it's how I'm doing it. So today we started out in the morning, we really didn't have anything because my chief of staff was not here. So normally I would meet with her at 8:30 and we'd go over the day and talk about yesterday. And so that didn't happen. So our very first meeting, I think, today was a call with the Jackson County leaders. So we had a Zoom meeting, and that call, it sometimes lasts a half hour, sometimes it's very short. Today it was about 15 minutes. Everybody gave updates. Where are we at? How many COVID cases do you have? How many do you have in isolation? Right immediately after that, we went into our Chancellor's only call. So this is a call with the UNC system president, Peter Hans, his staff, and all the chancellors from the UNC system. So the 17 chancellors. Peter Hans gives an update, asks for any questions, and that was almost about a 55 minutes. In between, that ended at 11, had a few drop-ins before the 11:30 meeting. 11:30, we met with Alex Gary, who's our athletic director, who started out here on May 1st, and had a good meeting with Alex, and again, that worked out well. So after Alex had a break, we went and did a walk around. We went on cross campus, talked to students, went into the UC, and then we grabbed a bite to eat, came back, had something to eat. We had a little bit of break after that, and then we had our 3 o'clock meeting with Ricardo Nazario Colon, who is the Chief Diversity Officer. So that's pretty much been the day. In between, reading emails, writing some note cards, taking some phone calls, answering some text messages. But overall, it's been a pretty busy day. Certainly my main goal is the health and safety and well-being of faculty, staff, and students. I mean, I want to make sure that everybody's safe. And as we've approached everything since the time we sat down in March, and when we had to send students home in March, our goal was to make sure that everybody was safe, and we were always thinking about the well-being of our faculty, staff, and students. And that's been, I think, our goal. So as we moved students out in the spring, as we thought about how we were going to have students come back in the fall, as we thought about our summer, when we had to cancel a number of things, everything is around the well-being of faculty, staff, and students. And I think we've done a good job with that. It's hard. This is not easy. Wearing a face mask, social distancing, not hanging out with your friends. I mean, that's what college is all about. Same thing for faculty and staff. I mean, we're human beings. We like being around people. And so this is a challenge for us. But the well-being of our Catamount family has always been at the top of our mind. How are we going to make sure that we provide an environment that reduces the potential for transmission of COVID-19? And so that's been my main goal. So I'm very proud of students, and faculty, and staff because they've made this work. They've made it work. When I look at Western and I look at how we've tackled the pandemic, it really is the Western way. And people have just really come together. They've rallied around it. Doesn't make it any easier. Does it mean that we're not tired? Does it mean that we're not exhausted? But I would just say that everybody has come together, and that's the Western way. That's what Catamounts do. We roll up our sleeves, we get down to work, and we make it happen. And that's what we did this semester. 1 week to go.